Mark Carney has firmly told Donald Trump that Canada is not for sale after the U.S. president suggested the country could become the 51st state during a meeting with the Canadian Prime Minister at the White House. Carney, who was elected last month with a promise to stand up to Trump, responded calmly but firmly when Trump proposed the idea of merging Canada with the U.S., calling it a wonderful marriage. Despite recent tensions between the two neighboring countries, the meeting in the Oval Office was mostly friendly, with both leaders praising each other. Trump has placed 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico, along with extra taxes on certain goods like cars and metals. Some of these tariffs have been paused while negotiations continue. He has also accused Canada of not doing enough to stop the flow of fentanyl into the U.S. Tuesday's meeting was the first between Carney and Trump since Carney's election victory on April 28th, a win many say was helped by concerns over Trump's actions toward Canada. The meeting began on a positive note, with Trump calling Carney a very talented person and describing his election win as one of the greatest comebacks in political history, maybe even better than mine. Carney, in turn, called Trump a transformational president who focuses on the American worker, border security, and global security, and credited him with revitalizing NATO. However, the mood shifted when Trump repeated his argument that Canada would be better off as part of the U.S. Carney had a prepared response. Just like in real estate, some properties are never for sale, Carney said, comparing Canada to iconic places like the Oval Office and Buckingham Palace. After speaking with Canadians across the country during the campaign, I can say Canada is not for sale. It never will be. Trump replied with a smile. Never say never. When asked by a journalist if Carney could convince him to lift the tariffs, Trump gave a blunt no. It's just the way it is. Still, Trump described the meeting as very friendly and said, "We'll always be friends with Canada, no matter what." Trump also criticized Carney's predecessor, Justin Trudeau, with whom he had a rocky relationship. He contrasted the meeting with Carney to a tense Oval Office visit in February with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Trump downplayed the urgency for new trade deals, saying, "Everyone asks, when are you going to sign deals? We don't need to. They need to sign deals with us. They want access to our market, not the other way around." Carney said he pushed Trump to lift tariffs and found him open to discussions. "He's willing to negotiate, and that's the key thing," Carney said at a news conference at the Canadian Embassy. "There will be ups and downs, but the possibility is there." Carney didn't give a specific timeline, but said both sides would continue talks in the coming weeks.
Having met with the owners of Canada over the course of the campaign last several months, it's not for sale, won't be for sale ever.
I think that there are tremendous benefits to the Canadian citizens, tremendously lower taxes, free military, which honestly we give you essentially anyway because we're protecting Canada if you ever had a problem. But I think it would really be a wonderful marriage because it's two places that get along very well. They like each other a lot.
Well, if I may, as you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
That's true.
We're sitting in one right now, Buckingham Palace that you visited as well.
That's true.
And having met with the owners of Canada over the course of the campaign last several months, it's not for sale, won't be for sale ever. But the opportunity is in the partnership and what we can build together.
Canada is stepping up the military participation because Mark knew, they were low, and now they're stepping it up, and that's a very important thing. But never say never. Never say never.